Don't risk annihilation. Make way. This station operates a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal infractions. Obey station law. Blocking bay access is a crime. Don't risk annihilation. Make way. This station operates a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal infractions. Obey station law. Avoid unnecessary destruction. Do not block the access corridor. Welcome to our station.
Not a very long week today. I managed to get everything cleared out and whatnot. I had to restart my computer twice today, or this evening since I got home, to get the camera working. Much more due for a webcam replacement to decide what I want to get. I had some interesting fun with one of the client tickets or situations I had today. Client's running a Windows 10 computer for the last couple of years. It came from my company. Lenovo's a great brand. I've been finding more reliability and support with them, especially the business grade computers, not the El Cheapo. What's the phrase I'm looking for? Consumer. I don't know why that word didn't come to my mind. But yeah, the consumer lines tend to not get a support for more than 2 to 4 years on most computer manufacturers. Business grade computers tend to get more support for a longer time. But their webcam, what was it, a Logitech C270? Anyways, that was come out and supported from 2010 to 2012. They kept saying that when they got it, it was certified for Windows 10, but Windows 10 was not out at that time. And the driver updates for that, the last update for the driver alone came out in 2012. The webcam itself, 90% of its functionality, which webcam is used for video, was working fine. It wasn't until a half an hour or 45 minutes into troubleshooting what's going on, because I couldn't replicate the issue, it was the microphone. When they reboot, they have to reinstall the drivers entirely in order to get the microphone to work. Windows 10 does not like the mic drivers for that, because even though they came from Logitech, or even if you had Windows Update to automatically download the drivers for it, it would not allow the driver because they were not correctly digitally signed. Why were they on the Windows Update store or whatever if the drivers were not correctly digitally signed? Nonetheless, the client has finally given in and going to replace the webcam. If they're smart enough, we can just get a microphone, but they're just going to get a webcam. And all they do is just, they have one of them at their office Skypes with another one of their co-workers at another office in another town, like an hour drive away, just to do their work. And they'd rather just have visual chatting with each other instead of just straight up over the phone. So that was entertaining. I think I spent 3 hours on that, plus an hour, maybe an hour and a half research because they needed the computer for a while and I didn't have anything better to do. But that was entertaining. What other tech news stuff has been going on? Let's bring up Reddit because nothing comes to mind. And oh, a stream yesterday was a flop. We're still having some packet issues. The ISP called me back today because instead of having the guy actually visit, he just called me. I visited with the guy a number of times between with our other clients that I've worked with, and he's visited my place a number of times for troubleshooting because I like to keep tabs on my technical electronical stuff. Granted, I keep much bigger tabs and whatnot until I drive myself nuts. I try not to. I had a few extra votes on something on. Oh, okay. Nothing major. A little bit of humor. Tech news. Go to the technology subreddit. I don't think there's a lot going on. I didn't really see anything that caught my attention today, at least not that I can recall. U.S. states with the worst and best internet coverage 2018 from broadbandnow.com. Yeah. It comes down to it is which states have the bigger cities that cover the most area or portion of the state, because Oklahoma here, sure, I could be eating it. I can get 100 meg down and 75 meg up. Or actually, they've got a 350 down. Excuse me, I forgot they upgraded. Over here, more northern west Oklahoma, I've got 100 meg down with a 7.5 megabit upload. How am I streaming on it? I'm only using about a third of that just to stream, or a third of the upload. Hackers discover music hidden in U.S. voting machine software. Why would the Chinese have music hidden in the U.S. voting machines? That's interesting. Why is it not capturing space in? What else we got going on? Incognito web browsing not so private, Google study says. Well, no, duh. Every great wall of defense has a greater offense. Someone's going to find a way around it. Constant ongoing battle. In less than a year, the $1,000 phones have become entirely normal. Okay, granted I haven't worked at Walmart for over a couple of years, but 90% of the people coming in wanting a smartphone and didn't want to get it on a contract was buying a phone for about $100, give or take, if not much cheaper, with my heated warnings that you definitely get what you pay for going less than 100. Declaring free and open internet critical for democracy, 23 states AGs call on court to reinstate net neutrality. 22 states. Okay. How Costco thrives in an Amazon era. Mozilla files arguments against the FCC. Latest step in fight to save net neutrality. Okay, I'm not a radio broadcaster. Practiced to be one. I've gone to debate class to help with my speech. This is the most I've ever been able to do when it comes to videoing. I've done a couple of very, very short clips for TV for the college, or not for the college, as a college student, and they asked me for my opinion, wanted to put it on camera. Granted, my opinion was my social skills are just what I intended to say did not come out how I wanted to say. Okay, Massachusetts gives workers new protections against non-compete clauses. Microsoft says Russian operation targeted U.S. conservative groups as midterms loom, not loop. Google is being sued over privacy invading location data collection. A porn company promises to insert customers into scenes using deepfakes. Naughty America says customers can live out their fantasies with the assistance of AI. Oh, God. I remember when GTA 5 came out, there was a celebrity who was utterly ticked that there was a model of a person in one of the missions that was caught on camera doing, I'm trying to keep this and some kind of PG lewd act. And this lady, the celebrity lady, I don't know how long she spent trying to fight it, but it was finally dropped. Well, I shouldn't say dropped. Ended with her losing that legal battle. Water ice. There is other frozen liquids, I guess. Water ice detected on moon's surface. Considering how much water is populated on this planet, I'm pretty sure the moon would have had at least some. They don't say how much ice, but there's only theories of how the moon was formed. There's only a few of them that I'll accept, and some of them I'd sit there and question the proof. Amazon is ending their 20% release day discount for pre-orders. Speaking of that, those of you who have not seen the Twitch email that came through, they have decided that even though you are, what's the word, Nitro user, or if you're using your Amazon Prime on Twitch, they decided that you will start to see ads. The only way you're not going to see ads is if you're subscribed to certain channels, so you don't have to worry about seeing ads on those channels. But site-wide, you're going to still see ads. The heck. Future helicopters will fly in new ways. Oh heck, that was a given when the quadricopters came about. North Koreans are playing GTA and having LAN parties, says Defector. Considering the border between North and South is shut down, and okay, I can see that being a negative issue. I can also see it positive where they're getting a little bit more freedom. I'll have to look into that article a little bit more. It can go either way. From The Guardian, Twitter is, let me try that again. Twitter has supposed to spread democracy, not ravings. Techno-utopians will be, like me, believe the internet would end authoritism. I am so butchering that word. The president proves how wrong we were. I think I saw an article not too long earlier today that President, no, it's not here. That Trump was saying that Facebook and Twitter are wrong to ban people. Oh, Facebook is giving users a reputation score, rating them on their trustworthiness. Oh yeah, that's not gonna go wrong at all. Verizon throttled fire department's unlimited data during California wildfires. They're trying to get done. And if they're having a little bit of entertainment like music or maybe a movie playing over on the side, let them. You're stressing out enough as it is. Oh Lord. I'm not even religious. I don't know why I say some phrases like that. I just have it. Yes. Go ahead and join in. There is 2 mods that took off to help with performance. They're not going to be any game changing. One's supposed to help with the rendering, which I've noticed a drastic difference after taking it off. And don't remember what the other one was. Oh. Anyways, while this thing loads up, I'll go ahead and switch us on over to 1080. Or generic, I guess. that, so that won't ding anymore. Excuse me while I have to save your ears from me trying to clear my voice. Bro. Ugh. Can't choose the right words, can I? Something else I've been working on stream. I kind of got this idea from, was it Sifty? God damn. If I could get it names up on screen of some of the people I follow instead of having icons. But he plays World of Warcraft. He's a big popular guy, very energetic. He's got pretty much a streamer's house where he's got cameras through most of his house with a lot of interactive stuff going on. But he's got it where people could redeem points, Streamlab points basically, and a clip will play on screen saying, with the text saying, so-and-so has redeemed the such and such, which would just be like these little clips like for the Horde or for the Alliance, other various miscellaneous stuff. I'm planning on implementing some stuff like that with cooldowns, of course. I do not hear the game. I cannot hear the game. Audio. I'm not mining right now. There we go. You guys cannot even hear the game. There you go. Rid of them all. So, since the last time I was streaming this, I have made some changes, and I can't remember what all have changed. I'm just gonna kind of run over some of this. Apparently I don't have all the thrusters set to control. But anyways, I've brought down the area here, so the thrusters aren't doing as much damage. I've added more upward thrusters for better control and get a hull higher. These are not connected to any inventories. These are just for docking drone ships that I have recently captured from a mining drill that kind of sitting over there, and it kept sending me over little drones. Actually, there's one sitting over here. This one's a little different, actually. If it wasn't so shot up, I'd take it over. Can I go ahead and paint it? Yes, I can. There's another one over here. What the heck? So, apparently my base got hammered a few times. And I've gotten a lot better at controlling the build repair bots. They are currently set up to only hack, and only hack certain blocks. Unless you're close to the base, and all your blocks are going to get drilled down enough to be hacked if hacking is capable. This looks like it has been pretty well. I think it's 5. Perfect. Stupid dogs. That's keeping busy. And let's see what else I got going on. Not much more on top. If the game would stop lagging. Do some second floor work, and there really isn't much to show, so I'm not going to run through all of it. Kind of redundant stuff, just repeats and repeats. Come on, elevator. So glad they get this thing fixed where it doesn't crash the game. Somebody who I've been chatting off and on today. I just don't know when they're really gonna message. But as some of you can remember, central point of the second floor, just connect conveyors. Granted, they're just cubes because I don't know if I'm ever gonna branch off. So that just keeps going down, and every so distance, some more of these build repairs are set up. I'm trying to make a grid of them to cover a good portion out to well, any little vehicles, drone vehicles come driving over, they'll get caught in the web, while others, when they get too close to the ground from being shot down and whatnot, they'll start getting eaten away by the web. This one doesn't quite go too far. That was the square area. I had it end here. I still want to go about 2 more, 3 that distance, and then outwards a little ways. But it's mainly the back area where most of the aircraft seem to be landing. Ever since there was an update to the air traffic stuff going on, they haven't been trying to fly too close to the bases, which is a little disheartening. But I'm getting better at taking over the ships with my ship. Not only have I added more upward thrusters, I have added more hydrogen things so I can last longer. I need to go get more ice, which is a project I'm going to work on later. Not so much getting the ice, but making a revised mining drill just for ice digging. This was being worked on for better sideway thrusting, which go ahead and let it build it up. I also need to figure out how I'm going to go about setting up more. Is this one going forward and the other one going backward? Or this one on the forward and the other one on the back? Just not enough for speed control on the forward and back. But yeah, I plan on making not so much a replica of my current mining or drill setup, but something with the bigger drills, bigger blocks, and getting ice. And I plan on being able to have the very similar of that big block, where instead of atmosphere, it's going to have ions for when I take it up to space. Whenever that happens, I haven't quite decided to get off the planet yet. It will do eventually. That's all. It'll all be off. It doesn't seem like... Okay, maybe I just didn't turn them all off. The little drones, I need to set up something where I can easily build them as demanded. Might set up... I don't know yet. I wouldn't go about it yet. Something where I can easily build drones without them bugging out until they're finished and then cut off. Oh, I'll think of something later. That I'll find some guy that somebody who's easily done it. Otherwise, I'm thinking of a landing gear and some blocks. That seems to be about it. Let's go ahead and start making ourselves a big miner. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hollow this area out, pick these up, but hollow it out, and put large cargo in here. And let this have the drones coming off of it. And then when friends and I join, we can fly this around, and we all can take a drone and immediately cause havoc. For the time being, I guess here would be decent enough to make a large black miner similar to that one. Okay. I think for now, I'm going to leave it on this so it doesn't get built. First thing that needs to be set up, probably landing gear. need it. Eh. Nobody was supposed to somebody or one of the bots anyways, I gotta figure out what is setting to dig up my box. First, are you connected? No. You connected. No, you're not. Good. Means I can isolate this. Gotcha. Neutral and not owned. I also have an ignore color set up. Yeah, I do have an ignore color set up. Okay. That's taken care of. Let's see what's going on with the ones over here. I'm pretty sure I saw the nanites coming from over there. Now if I can stop burping. You guys are all off. To be prioritized a little bit better. There it is. Wants you to take guns out first, followed by ship controller, programmable blocks, functional blocks, protection not so much, thrusters, power, that should be good. Ignore the stone. Okay, since you guys are off, you're not the culprit here. Just make sure all of the other blocks are set correctly. There we go. Alright, now I shouldn't worry about anything trying to take out my stuff. Let's go ahead and try it one more time. Well, does not appear to be causing an issue now. So, I guess we're good. Alright, first things first. Let's add structural stability here. Don't have to worry about this thing tipping one way or another. Just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and do this. These are just here for structural control. Okay. Yeah, that works too. Here, I feel like when I bought myself in the rear end by putting some light armor. Oops. Let me do that. One more up here. I'm going to use a large. Do I want to use a large? Maybe I'll go use a large. Just for the main cargo area. And go up with... Use a large reactor or a bunch of small? I think I'll just use a bunch of small. And then if I have to, I'll replace them with large. So where is batteries? One big battery pack. If my game doesn't start freezing on me again. Probably going a little overkill on the power, but I can always wind it down. Considering I will be having some big thrusters on this thing. Reactors on the other. kill on a few blocks. Something's not good. No. I think I just lost landing gear and all of that. I was only held up by one block. Whole time, one block. Now it's considered as... Damn it! I don't think I can salvage this now. No, I can't. I can always make up for it. Things first, though. Make sure this thing doesn't decide to topple. Okay. Getting more annoying. Oh wait, I don't want to do that one. Gonna get right in the way. Right, the thing looks like it's about ready to start dancing. Lord Clang is about to visit. Oh, damn it. Bet I'm gonna have the same result over here. Yep. Too far over on those sides. Maybe I'll have better luck here. There. Ability legs are fixed. One of the downsides of working gravity. Sorting system. Four? Yes. Any of these sides? Apparently not. Wait. Yeah, that side has a control panel. That I can work with. Thinking I need to put an oxygen tank or something. Okay, how big of an oxygen tank am I looking at again? 6. So about that big. Well, I guess it could sit underneath and put an oxygen generator on the other side. The oxygen. There you are. And just for making things look even on both sides, I'll do that. Not needed, but for my own sanity, I'm gonna do it. As for landing gear, hey, look at there, no conflict. Excuse me. If I remember right, I had the order there. I think 2 ejectors on both sides should be more than enough. There we go. Alright, just for my own sanity, I'm gonna go ahead. And put battery. Put it right, or go ahead and get one made right there. Once that's built, it immediately start powering landing gear. It won't lock or unlock. I know why. Duh. They're not built. There, now I don't have to worry about this thing bugging out. Okay, looks like a pretty decent core so far. Not entirely sure how many gyros I'm going to think about it, and I should have thought of that earlier. We need a bit of cockpit control area. I also need to find out just how much space I'm looking at on the big drills too. Do I even have drills in my listings? That's a question. Okay, so not as big as I was hoping. But the area of effect is still relatively big comparative. If it's in the same proportion, we're looking at each one doing 1.5, I think I did. So yes, I could get away with no. One up on top. Actually, I have to go on the bottom because there's so much space is used by this. I got the landing gear too far down. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I can put my gyros under here and not have an issue. Oh crap. Yeah. Hey Braden, I'm sorry I didn't even notice the thing dinged when you messaged. That's only a couple of minutes ago, so I'm not too late on answering you. Beard or a head on stream? As a beginning streamer, that's not something I'm going to jump to, at least not quite yet. I do apologize that your uncle has died. I know what it is losing family. I've lost a few handful myself. Or a few and a handful, up to about a handful, I guess you could say. It is a lot for losing somebody, but just to get entertainment off of somebody else like that is not the way to go. You gotta find a way of coping for your own self to make that you can do to help you get yourself through life. One of my brothers and I are constantly fighting over, not necessarily over the business, but how to run my dad's business. And it's not a big business. My dad kind of started it in the backyard, and it's grown a lot. Again, it's not big, or it's not huge or anything, but we still work together, and it's pretty much how we work together to cope with my dad passing away a few years ago, and kind of do it in his memory. And we enjoy keeping the business going. So I don't work at the business per se. I do help with it, but we do have our on and off days. And this, I don't know if we can consider it a beard. It's a starter. It is trying to get there. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to go about it. And it's getting to the point where I feel like just shaving it off just so I can get comfort of not having it. It just doesn't appear, just not my thing, I guess. Okay. Those sitting on the side. Guess I can go ahead and use those as... Actually, take that one back out. That is. Here. That should be a good setup to start with. Maybe I need to bring it up forward some more so I can get a cockpit in there better. Maybe those forward reactors should be enough. let's get a cockpit in there. Where do I have? Ah, there you are. I think that's what I'll use for now. I'm gonna put you smack dab in the center. I'll think about it. I'm not gonna be able to get. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, definitely. No, I don't have these down low enough. That's why I'm getting so miscounted. Let me see what's said here. Come on, thank you. Alrighty. That should be a good start. Actually, I think I have more than enough room to do that. I don't know. I might be putting too much weight on this, but I will find that out.
Low.
Oh crap.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, I gotcha. Good. Exactly where I can go too. I just hope I have enough to get me down there. Try not to use as much fuel as possible. Don't, no, shit! Hole in one. That on. Look at there, there's my body just kind of standing there. Yeah, looks like all my stuff already got taken out by the systems. The heck? In there. Alright, let's see where all my good stuff went. Oh, where's my good welder? I have a tier 2 welder here someplace. At least I thought I did. Didn't I? Or was it just enhanced the whole time and I didn't even realize I was using it enhanced? Yeah, okay. worthwhile message, and it was just a notification that so-and-so was in the area. I really have that interest, thank you. Where, oh where? That's a start. Oh wait, I just picked up a whole bunch of hydrogen bottles and there's no... Now to get me going. Okay. Trying to ignore this edge. There. Guess that'll be okay. The next fun part's getting the thrusters in here. I can only hope. It will be enough. Alright, how else did it do the front? Okay. Good. Lights there, and in the mid-center. I think I'm gonna be able to get away. Same pattern. I think what I need to do is find out exactly how big one intro goes. Oops. Let's see what Google has to say. So, here's large block. That again. Large block, drill, big size. Okay. Look up just standard info and see where it can take me from there. Large block. Drill. Thank you. Alright, let's see what your wiki has to say. Videos, references. That doesn't help me. Really? I can't put a gap in between. Well, fuck. Okay. That kind of threw Oop. There's a ship over there. And he has spotted me. Guess we get to have some war. I think after this next combat, I'm gonna have to go into admin mode and do some unwanted block cleanup. Here we're gonna put you to update the blueprint in action. Yeah, I like to make backups. Yet again, I save you guys of some very, very annoying ear rape. Hopefully, like it persisted just fine. Incoming. Of course, the lasers are shooting at that stuff instead of what's in the sky. You guys are so useful. Incoming. Yeah, you're not gonna last very long. You son of a bitch. You just seriously just whack a hole into my ship? I swear to God, it looked like you drilled a hole right into my hell? Not sure what that thing's targeting way over there. Let's keep it to that. To be honest, let's go ahead and well, the freaking interaction there, but I can't get it. Don't tell me it's flying away. Wait a minute, no, it's getting closer. Alright, let's see what kind of loot I can get my hands on here. Oh wow. There ain't much left to you. I'm telling you, the nanites just don't like pink. Another one coming in. Heavy cargo lifter. I don't know about you guys, but I want to get into the big cannon. Can I get into it from here? And some of my... You're just not close enough yet. But you're getting there. I just gotta wait till you get within a kilometer before I can shoot you out of the sky. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some entertainment going. You're taking your sweet time. As you're getting closer, you don't look like it. On the other hand, I'd love to shoot you out of the sky. Of course, night falls. Yeah, there's some ships sitting over there ready to ground up. How close do you have to be to drop off that damn tank? You, on the other hand, still keeping a little close. Still can't shoot you out of the sky. Yeah. Come on, you only got about 400 meters to go.
Fighting your life.
100 to go. And you drop. I don't care about the tank. I care about taking you out. And right before you get to it. And you are barely hit. Damn, too close, too fast. Where's the tank? Where are you? Can't even. Oh, you crashed. Oh, good for you. Oh, my God. Definitely time to do some cleanup on this. You are out of here. Seriously? I didn't hit you? Well, you're gone. Lasers are having a heyday with you, though. Where's the other big guy? He's keeping you space. Wait, you're still active? Not for much longer, though. For a clear shot. Yeah, it's taking out trees and doesn't even care. Nah, too soon. Actually, I think I did hit him. He's flipped. He just keeps on flipping. Damn, too soon. All because things lagging so much I can't predict. Come on. And killed. You are out of here. Alright guys, laser show's done. Am I still getting hit? Oh, you guys are still shooting at the tank. You're not helpful. Actually, let's go ahead and do cleanup. Exception of that big ship up there, I'm gonna ignore it. I don't know what this one is. Station? Sure looks like it. I'm gonna leave it. You, on the other hand, who has crashed by my base, I'm gonna take you. Where are you? You're out in the desert. Fortress Tower. Doesn't keep you. Pretty sure this ship is flying overhead. This is one of the ships that crashed, I think. Yeah, it's a ship that's crashed. Don't worry about it. Looks like you are a ship that I shot down not too long ago. Mushroomy headquarters. And the ice. Not near my base though, I can guarantee you that. Around. Move you. It looks like you crashed. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's. I know where this one's at. It's out nearby. Ah. Well, there's no undo on that one. Bird's Nest mining operations. I know where that one's at. It likes to send me little drones. The supply transport that I tried to capture and utterly failed. Look at that. These are probably remnants of ground drones that I attempted to get out of the sky target practice. This one's acting like it's floating through ground. Ah, yeah, I took that tank out. What I don't get is why is it having me look at these things in such an upside down odd angle? Okay, that's the large grid I'm currently working on. A lot of these small grids I can probably get rid of. Oh, thank you. Definitely, the game's definitely catching up now, getting a little faster. So many remnants left that I have probably to clean up. Try to sweep around with my ship to grind these up, but after you've been out adventuring for a little while, they tend to be scattered all over the damn place. I think what I need to do is go over to trash removal. That should take care of it. Oops. I goofed. Gotta regain control first. Thank you. Something still sounds like it's blowing up. You're the one making all this noise. I'm gonna shut you down. You're not gonna like it so much. Self-destructing quite a bit. That shut you down? No, you still have some reactors or something around here. Sir, you're gonna have to move. Doesn't appear to be any more reactors, but somehow that's still being used. It doesn't look like there's any more reactors anywhere. Bunch of gyros, that's for sure. That's time to clip your wings, I guess. There we go. You're still trying to flip. Why, you got reactors around this one too? Bet you that's what's going on. There you go. Yep, that hurt you, didn't it? Oh shit. Pretty sure that pretty well killed you. Wait, are you underneath the ground? It seems like it. There, saved you. I'll get the ship and dig you up. Come on, thank you. Crying out loud. Shoot. Was it mining something there? Or drilling something? Or grinding something out? No, I found they were correct recently, but yeah, you're trying to shoot me out. Lasers will take care of you, though. Can't take it all yet. The fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell just happened? Doesn't look like they hit anything in particular. Sure the hell knocked out my landing gear for a bit. Never seen those little things come flying around before. That was the first time for everything. That out of that's better. Now, where was I? I don't think I'm close enough to it anymore. Yeah, she's crashing. Oh, he's coming right back for more. Oh, he's dropped some more little drones. Something. That was a computer part coming on me. I don't know what it was. Where did the other ship go? Did it finally crash? Yeah, it did. Nice what's left of it. Interesting. Still can't. Nothing here is making it where you're still owned. Oh shit! You're just filled with warheads, my god. Okay, for a second there I thought it was raining. How many freaking warheads is in this thing? More than enough. Okay, now I should own this just fine. Others will not let me. Okay.
Like a hand grenade thrown in a hurricane.
start clearing out some of the debris that's hiding over here. Hey, how's it going, dog? Didn't let smoke in the nanites are not wanting to take it. Get down there real quick before the ship rotates off balance. What do we got down here? It's already tilting, I can tell. Don't know what's making it do that, but it's getting really annoying. Oh, shit. Stop freezing up. Stop tilting. Lined right back up. Thank you. Okay. Surprise. Thing hasn't sent me another drone yet. Space engineers. It's kind of like Minecraft, but more spacey. Granted, I'm on a planet. I can go up in space, but I personally been enjoying playing on a normal planet currently. I've got plenty of mods and whatnot, like ships that will attack me because they're in the pirate faction, and I've got another mod that, since I'm playing by myself, it makes things a little nicer, where it will do the grinding and building of parts that I have placed, or grinding up enemy blocks as long as they're within a 75-meter range, which is not great, but the ship that I built, like I said, kind of like Minecraft, you have different shapes, different functions of some blocks. This one's only going so fast, and it's slowly, gradually getting up to speed. Little light spots just directly in front of me down on the ground. Those are enemy ships that have fallen apart and crashed. It is. I think it's like 20 bucks on Steam right now. There is online multiplayer. There's servers that you can play with other people, different factions, whatnot. It's pretty much how the game is based on. Is you join a faction and play by yourself. You build bases and build up like miners and whatnot. Combat ships, different guns. Some servers have plugins, others don't. And even if you don't have said plugin, unlike Minecraft, or unless you're playing on a sponge setup, it will download the plugins as necessary. ship's just a little too heavy for its use in atmosphere, but it gets the job done. Oh shit, too fast, too fast. Okay, so I didn't do as much damage as I thought I would. It did get me within range of those blocks to grind up. But yeah, I got my little hallway, got my control center here. My batteries, oxygen and hydrogen generators. My cryo chambers, gyros for rotation control. Large and small reactors that uses resources for the power, hydrogen tanks, medical bay to heal and recharge me. Here's my small block version, a little miner. Let's get drills and more thrusters and camera, so I can actually remote control it without actually being in it. That's one of my mod things. If I paint it completely pink, it'll grind it up for me. Yeah, I got hydrogen thrusters. I got some ion thrusters in case I go up in space. I have some maneuverability. Plenty of hydrogen thrusters in case I need the extra power to stop falling and whatnot. Too heavy for its own use, and because I have a lot of heavy armor blocks on here to help cover any potential damage. This ship, no, I captured it from one of the NPC ships that was attacking me, and I have been upgrading it. It's probably about half. The shape of it is the original design basically, but I have upgraded and it's probably close to 50% of what it was originally. But yeah, you can build ships like this block by block. See, that thing's huge. You see my face over there. I'm not that close to it. This thing is so freaking heavy. It takes forever for it to slow down. You can see at the bottom left just how fast I'm going in meters a second. That little block. Otherwise, it's just gonna sit there and pester me because I haven't gotten it yet. No, that's actually the base that you start off with if you start a new save with the easy Earth setup. But like the big solar array you see on top, or some of it sparking, that I made. I built up myself. I reinforced the walkways on the side. And the docking area on the far left here, that I built out myself. There is a second ship that I caught that I plan on using for when my friends and I play on here. But I'm gonna have little drone ships that we can sit there and play or goof around with. Alright, now I'm locked down to ground. Ooh, don't hit my head on the interior turret. Playing with a lot of people playing on multiplayer servers. Yes, there's definitely a lot of multiplayer servers and a lot of people playing on them. Yeah, it's the same thing as earlier. And yes, you can paint blocks. I just get careful not to paint anything in particular in pink, and you have full range color control of all the colors you can play with. Like I said, I have straight up pink for when I want to break, I have the system grind anything. I have a darker pink for if I want to place something where I don't want it to build it, like a ship or a miner ship over there that I've been slowly working on. You also have to keep an eye on your resources and resources used for making parts to make bigger blocks. I believe I have an assembler on here. So you can get an assembler that you can use to make parts, to make blocks. For example, let's say I want to make... These are all red because I don't have any parts in the assembler. But let's say I want to make a gravity generator. I can click that and it'll queue up all the parts that I need to make it. I just need iron, silver, gold, cobalt, nickel, and silicon. All those are needed in order to make all of this. And then you have refineries that takes ores from the ores that you've dug up and makes the or make it into ingots that you, or refine it into ingots to make the parts to make the blocks. Yes, and it's still in beta, believe it or not. Zockley, the guy who originally started making this game, he actually streams this game, well, not lately because there's some GameCon events going on, but he's been streaming this game a lot lately, like mini games that people have made. There's a lot of games out there that a lot of people have not heard of before. But yeah. Now, there is bugs in this game. There is a running joke going on about Lord Clang, where some physics is just not that great in this game, and things start rubbing against each other, so it's bouncing, and, well, hell just kind of breaks loose. Oh, look at there. A cargo dropper is on its way. He's going to get taken up by my lasers. Again, another mod. The weapons that default with this game, without mods, is basically Gatling turrets and missile launchers. You can get static or turret versions, where the turret ones obviously turn around the static. You mount them and they face wherever you have your ship side facing. My laser's sitting there shooting away at that turret. I can actually switch over to... Whoops, that's the wrong side. There we go. Really wanted to, I can. Headshot. Ah, you're out. Is it flying back? I guess I just took the antenna out but didn't take the controls out. It is pretty cool. And for when you have ships that you want to connect to each other, there is something called a merge block that will put grids and combine them together. And then when you disconnect the merge block, the ship those two grids will actually separate from each other. Or if you don't want to go that far, you can also do connectors, which if I can get my camera to rotate here. You can see at the bottom, right above my hotbar, there's that little pipe-like thing sticking out that my ship's going to land on and connect to another connector similar to what's sitting on top of that. And basically inventory, power, hydrogen will just trade in between each other. And you can actually take control of blocks of other ships that are connected to each other. So for example, let's say I'm in the base and I want to turn on and off the laser defense on my ship. I can do that from inside the base. Now there is a creative mode in this game if you just want to tinker with grading stuff without the whole survival aspect. So you got that. It's also great for when you want to test builds. You can turn on and off block damage, weapon use. I think I had this thing pretty well lined up. And you have to be careful of bigger thrusters, because as you can tell when I get closer to these, to the setup here, that the thrusters are going to start doing damage to the blocks. I think, yeah, I'm too far forward, or too far back. Enjoy. I just to let you know, if you don't have a computer that's powerful for it, you will have simulation slowdown. I don't know if you played Minecraft, but in a way, it's like the ticks per second in Minecraft. So if you got too much stuff going on, it will start to slow down because of rendering issues, calculations of all the actions and whatnot. Oh, and you can also, if you're a person who likes to get into coding, or you just want to take coding to control multiple blocks, just get this thing to line up. I get this thing to line up that connector underneath, and I just cannot get close enough view. It's lined up there, lined up there. I don't know if I need to go left, go right. Oh, wait, there we go. And you can tell at the hotbar when the connectors are lined up, it says ready to deconnect. So you just hit 3, and then 4 I'm used for locking down the landing gear, and I'm done. I can jump out of the cockpit. And each one of these controls can control the ship as long as no one's in the main cockpit, along with anything that's programmed in their hotbars. There's also, if you're, let's say you're in space, you also have to be careful of air tightness, like being in a, think about being underwater. You're gotta be in an airtight area you have to work with, otherwise the water's gonna come in and suffocate you. In space, you pretty much have to worry about the same thing. That is a function you can toggle on and off if you don't want to sit there and have the computer calculating air tightness all the time, because it will take up CPU usage. Right now my game's running a little slow because of, well, for one, that one ship that came over here. I don't see it in the distance. I didn't crash nearby. Yeah, I've got a big solar array, so that way I'm not using the reactors as much as I necessarily need to. Some of these look like they're ready to be repaired. And it's probably because, yep, I've ran out of solar panels, so I gotta go make some more. So I'm gonna go control the assemblers, and I'm gonna use a random interaction, or interaction block. I'm gonna go to the, now this turret's one big block, but it can have multiple functions to it. There's like this control panel sitting here. So I can click on it, go to production, I can queue up, not that, I need the original. And I can hold down Control Shift, and I can queue up 1,000. And I can go to each one of my assemblers, and do the same, and build up a queue of them, so I have extra on supply. And you can rearrange based on what you're needing. So, like for example, these shield components, which I'm trying to get energy shields built up. Until I get platinum, I can't make shield components. So I can put the solar panels in front. And as those are being made, my nanite bots are going in and repairing the solar panels as they can, as there is supply. Okay. And the solar panels are directional dependent, so as the sun goes around, these bottom ones only get when the sun's directly above, while the ones on the front here will get when the sun's in the front or back. Like I said, I got way too much stuff going on this, and I'm playing for myself. Another mod I have, Transporter. If you ever watch Star Trek, you can pretty much get an idea what that is. Another mod I've got, Elevator. I'll wait for the elevator to make its way up here. It shouldn't be too far away. It was sitting on the second floor, and I'm on the first floor, or third floor actually. The second floor, there really isn't much. It's just a grid of connectors underneath the ground to some more of these build repair bots that are just spaced out just enough to cover the ground in some areas. So whenever I get a NPC roving vehicle, a tank, a hover, come within range, they'll take care of them when they're in range. So I'm just going to go down to underground, where my more important stuff is, so that way if I get hit hard, big whoop, all this stuff is like 50 blocks underground, and the ships are not going to attack through the ground. So, and I've got things kind of sorted out. I got my medical area here with my cryo chambers. My cargo containers for ammo and whatnot. My tools or some extra supplies are sitting in there by randomly getting pushed to it. And then some of my other weapons. And you have a variety of weapons and whatnot. Transporter in case I don't want to go through the elevator. Large cargo. This one's for the ores and ice. While these three are for all the extra parts, which I need to go through sorting sometime. This one's just got grids because, well, they're used for heavy armor, and they take up a lot of space. I think this one's mostly grids as well. Yeah, grids and motors. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. My wife just got off work. She's probably asking if I need anything. Don't forget. My wife just got off work. She was just checking with me if there's anything we needed. Another ship coming inbound while this one's attacking. Alright, Rug, Doc. I'll see you around. Not much show up in here. Over here I've got my refineries with mods on them. Not plugins but they're actually modules that will make me either faster, give me more resources, etc. Let's see here. My power source area, reactors and batteries galore. And let's see what we got over here. Oh yes, my firewalls for my, in case I do have a friend play and they decide to hack my base, the firewalls will protect. That's one of the hacking blocks I was mentioning about. Got beacon, I got a remote block for when I want to remote the base, ore detector which is turned off. I've got 4 assemblers set, or 4, so I got 2 sitting in here, 2 sitting in there. For their mod blocks, these are basically making them more efficient so they don't take as much power. And then my shield generators, when they ever find it, shield blocks, parts built up for them. That's about it. I just got a little garage area that I've been slowly working on. I've got a monstrosity of a spaceship that I plan on using just to get me up into space eventually. And then my first little miniature ship I was using to get around the planet and hand mine resources. I haven't bothered to grind this down, but he's good for when I need to get around real quick. More like a transport pod than a transport ship. And that's pretty much it. I've got a large grid miner that I'm slowly working on. I recently found out that my spacing for drills is going to be too damn, well, small. What is that? I did it. I don't know why that'd be pink. It'd be pink. Do this color. Oh well. looks like he's about ready to send me another ship. Yeah, I definitely got something lagging the game. There's blocks in the game. Blades turrets apparently doing some. I don't want to turn on the graphics. Objects. There's the station. One ship. Planet. Cargo ship 1. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of these. They probably got scripts running on them. Grandma, gotcha. I'm gonna get rid of you. I'm gonna leave you. I like what you spawn. Yeah, some of you guys are going through the ground. I wonder if the game's bugging out. Did I just get rid of one of my other ships? I did! I just got rid of my damn base. Shit. Well, that's why you should always be careful what you click. And looky there, game crash. So let me get the game loaded up here and we will play some more. Hopefully it didn't save when I... Okay, so it saved while I was underneath. I can work with that. Well, let's see what's going on Reddit while we wait. Manafort convicted on 8 counts. Mistrial declared for other 10. The actor Stephen Carl Stephenson, star of Lazytown, dies of cancer. No, I didn't really like that series, but there's been a lot of good memes about him. Martian skies are finally clearing after a global dust storm shrouded the red planet for 2 months. Now, Scientists are trying to reboot the Mars Opportunity rover, which has already roamed the planet for over 5,000 days, despite being slated for only a 90-day mission. Okay, this one's lagging me out already, so let's go ahead and do some trash removal. Hopefully I don't delete the base in the process. Something's bouncing around on the planet. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I need to get performance going here. Keeping you. How much miscellaneous armor? Something's purple over here. Yeah, there's a lot of things flying back and forth. I wonder where some of my CPU rendering is. My goodness, just pick up the supplies and come home. The pin again. Okay, back from it. Thank you. So many little blocks that clanged inside the world. I wish this thing would tell me how many grids there are so I get an idea if I'm making a big difference or not. Eventually I'll get through all this. blocks bouncing around on the inside the plant and on the sides. Definitely make things easier on the CPU. While they're floating around inside the planet.
So it seems there's no other choice but to go all out. Stay with me and let's stand out. And outshine those trying to get all stars.
There's gotta be a quicker way. This trash removal one does not appear to be doing any difference.
What it takes to stay alive. Sink and learn what we can do to take them down. It's revenge and survive for now. We know in part and you can feel my heart, so help me to stay focused so I don't fall apart. I wanna be complete. It's not in me to retreat. I could lose on my own, so I really need you with me.
I gotta find out who killed my dad. I hear the voice of you in my mind. I gotta find out who killed my dad. I hear the voice of you in my mind. So
My blood is pumping. I'm ready to fight when you are. Let's let no one break the bond that
Still didn't
is
get rid of them all.
Show them what it means to be a shining star. You have my body. Let's fight.
Is there a way to bring up an entity list? Maybe? Okay, ooh, wow. There's a lot of them. All the small grids I've made have names at least. There's a lot more. I think I have a problem. Yeah, I think I got a problem.
You can't feel the heat until you hold your hand over the flame.
There's that. There's that.
Just to remember where it
Okay, they're all still here. That's a little weird.
won't know your worth now.
But I deleted them accidentally because they were not in the list.
Go ahead. And you won't
Simulation speed definitely improved after I did all that. Much better. I wish I knew about that sooner. That's not connected. There. Much better. Now, this druid. I think I'm going to keep it to the size of drilling. Well, not drilling, but the size of the area of work. It's going to be a problem because the landing gear sticks down way too much. I think I'm going to do... that up. The hell, I am still lagging after all that cleanup I just did. There we go. Okay, I'll put another gyro here. I really wish I could figure out what the key combo is or bring out my sim speed. Shift F11. Okay, my sim speed is at roughly 0.6 out of 1. Yeah, it's under heavy use. All off. That brought me up a little bit. It's all over the place still. Okay, I gotta get out. Adjust my seat. Okay. Bet it won't tell me like what mods are doing what. Shadowing. I'm afraid what's causing some of this latency. I think it's the shadow effect that might be hitting it. Life zone. Anything that yells at me that needs to be looked at or fixed. Take it right off. And some of the CPU usage went down. That's gotta be the number of plugins I got going on. Laser turrets probably was causing most of it. And the nanobots. Pretty sure I went through and turned off all the nanobots. It's almost at a 1%, or a solid 1. Oh, come on. That was weird. Turn this on. Yeah, definitely lost 20 to 30%. The sim speed right there. Way too many build repair bots. Well, good news is I found get that grid fully up and running. Take some of the bots out. Which I can probably go ahead and take some out right now. I'm gonna leave the ones in the base area itself. The ones down here. Definitely the ones down here can get taken out. That should make a big difference. Shoot, I just painted all those the wrong pink. I know I have 4 in that beam, 2 in each of these beams. Probably don't need to have that many. I'll take those out later at least. Yeah, sim speed is just barely going. Oops, wrong blocks. SMC is doing better. And I say that as soon as it crashes. Now the reason why these lasers, if anyone ever watches later and asks why they're in these little pits, so that way they're not randomly just shooting at things out the ground. Stuff shooting out the ground I can take care of myself. Generally it's on the ground, it's not doing anything. It's not shooting at us most of the time. It can get ground up later instead of these things wasting energy, taking out every single block out. These guys I'm not worried about because they're just set to shoot at missiles. See, so just want to control it by like, oh, they fixed it where I can actually use the mouse or the arrow keys to control that now. Pretty sure I have. Oh, they're at the top. Excuse me. Build repairs sitting up at these. I know I have way too many in this ring. I probably should take about half of them out. I don't even think I left me out. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take half of these out.
What is the measure of a man? What makes a man?
Actually, maybe not a half.
Is it dependent on his accomplishments throughout his life? Or does it all just boil down to the last thing he ever did? In this lifetime, so much can be done. So many things are possible. But in the end, it's not what others think of you. It's how you
Stupid
think
dog.
of yourself. When you lie there on your deathbed, what are you truly going to care about? All the time wasted trying to
whatever you
make
had
others
is
view you as the king
picked
of
up
your
by the
generation,
bots.
or all the things that made you happy? Was it worth all the
Hey,
time
get around
you
the
spent
dog.
trying to prove a point by trying to do something others said you couldn't? Or was it worth it to do what made you happy?
Alright.
Did you try and be a saint for fear of what a vengeful God might do to you if you weren't? Or did you live life as you pleased by denying the chance of a reward of your efforts in the end? We can choose to live in many ways. We can love.
There we go.
We
That
can
should
hate.
help a little bit.
We can help. Or we can beg for the assistance of others. The meaning of
I don't know
life
what
is
it is.
not
I thought I turned off
predefined
all the ore
definition.
detectors, but something is
Life
still
and its
pinging all the
meanings are
ores.
variable, dependent on the views of any single person. In the end, the only question you need to ask yourself is, was my life worth it? Was it worth all the time and effort putting into what you felt was right? If you can answer that question with all honesty as yes, then you can die a happy man.
Oh, there's
If
another
you
ore
answer
detector
no,
around here.
and it's not too late. You're not dead yet.
I know there's one on this
You can
ship.
still make a change. You can sit
I
there
know there's
and
one
listen
on
to your
this
fears, or you can
little
get up,
ship.
and you can make your dreams a reality. You can do it. And if someone says you can't, they lie. Don't ever let someone tell you you
Something
can't.
is still doing it.
You're a man, not a slave to your own emotion, not a sacrifice to your God, not a being of unimportance. You're a man with
Something
limitless
here
potential,
is.
a mind of your own, the ability to do anything you set your mind to. All too often we forget this. Look, just take a simple look at the men before you. Men who have created, lived, and died as they saw fit. Men who have paved the way for you to tread upon. Men who have set an example. Men who have died so you can live.
That's off too.
Who's to say you can't achieve the same greatness they had?
I don't know what else would be.
It's
Oh,
true.
no, it's still
Great
showing.
men don't
I
last
don't know what's
long.
toggling it.
They live forever. If you had to know one thing and one thing only, it's this. Never give in. Never give up. Die for something
I wonder
worth
if I
living
turn off
for.
all the lasers, if that'll
The
actually
measure
cut
of a
back
man
the.
is not important. The measure of his life is irrelevant. But the impression he left on the world is what truly matters. It's not how deep you're buried that matters. It's how far you've risen. It's not the goals you set that matters. It's the challenges you faced. It's not the
Does not
hardship
appear to
you
have made a
endured.
difference.
It's the pain you overcame. You are more important now than ever. You have the ability to change the world.
Mm-mm.
You
Nope.
and you alone get to decide how to live. You are a man, not just a being.
Yep, I'm topping off my CPU, and I
Don't
bet
ever
you it's
forget
because the
that.
Chrome is also not helping. Yeah. Here I got Space Engineers using 50% CPU. Your mod's running about 10 to 15. Chrome's jumping up in there. Guess I can go ahead and close off that one. Oh wait, that was the wrong Chrome browser. Really? Your post? Nostalgic much? You want me to get you started on that? Yeah. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. It's been a little over 2 hours, almost 2 hours and 40 minutes. And if I decide to work on this anymore, I'm looking at another hour or two. I'm going to save that for another stream. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, sometime later this week. No promises. I just can't keep the schedule as solid as I'd like. Guys, see you all around.
time.